Hey, it's David from Freedom Founders. What's your end game? Where's the finish line? Most people think about the word retirement as kind of their end game or the finish line. You work 30, 40, 45 years in a career, a business, a practice, and then down the line in your 60s, or in many cases now it's into the 70 years old or more, that people are getting a chance to finally, or they have to because of health issues, have to give up active income and go to, quote, retirement mode. That's a pretty sad thing if you ask me, because I think life should be lived in phases. There should certainly be a period of one's life where there's sacrifice at the very early, getting started in life and family and business and career and debts and getting stabilized, right? There's that part. That shouldn't last too many years if you do things right. The next part of one's lifestyle should be a bigger chunk, and that's working in one's business or career, and still obviously growing wealth, paying off debt, doing it the right way, but having more freedom as you go along the journey, not waiting for someday. And then what's the exit? See, I don't like the fact that a lot of people think they've got to live or not just live, but work until they're in their 60s. Well, they have to. Why? Because financially, they never had a good plan. It was the traditional financial model on Wall Street, which has left many in not good shape. Not good shape at all today. Not to live the kind of lifestyle that they had lived while they were working in their practice. And so they have to diminish their lifestyle. They've got to cut it down, or they have to just work longer. That's not the goal. I think people should have a strong career and do that as they wish. Once you get past the sacrifice period, you should do it as you wish. You've got to have some freedom along the way. Otherwise, you'll never figure out what your true purpose in life is. And for the vast majority, doing the job, career, profession that you went into, while there's a piece of it that you enjoy, and that's why you went into it, I'll bet most of you listening right now are only getting to do what you really love, what you're really trained to do about 20% of the time, when it should be the reverse. If you're really living your life, you should be doing what you love to do about 80% of the time and only spending 20% on the stuff that's like, I hate doing that. I don't like doing that. We get it all wrong. We get it all backwards. So people spend most of their career doing 80% of the time stuff that they just really can't stand, don't like. They're stressed, don't like it. They never figure out how to leverage their asset, the practice. Never learn how to delegate, outsource, automate, delegate. Information for another day. The key thing I want to leave you with is if you're setting things up right, you are already setting up for your next phase in life, which I think for most should be able to come by age 50. Doesn't mean you have to leave your profession. It just means you get to do it on terms that you want to do it on. You're not stressed. You don't have to be there 4 or 5 days a week. You don't have to be working 70 hours a week. You don't have to be taking PPOs or worried about corporate clinic competition. You just get to do it your way, or leave completely like I did some 15 years ago, not because I had to, but because I wanted to because of my daughter's situation. Another story for another day. You've got to have a real purpose in life. You've got to have a blueprint that helps you define your goals and define your end game, which I hope is not at age 60, 65, or 70. I hope your end game is not until in your 80s or 90s, when you just can't go any further, when you're really done. Age 65 or so is no time to be talking about, quote, retirement. That's a bad word. Get it out of your vocabulary. So again, circling back, what's your end game? Have you defined it? Have you defined it beyond your end of your active income days? If you haven't, you need a plan. Remember, always stay focused on your freedom. I'll see you next time.